What's going on, y'all? What's going on? So we're doing. I'm gonna try to do this every Friday, right? So this kind of gonna be replacing Free Play Friday. We'll talk about the whole webinar. I can show you guys how I kind of look for these plays, man. Start to finish, really. Might even show you guys how I find the levels and things like that. So first things first, man. I appreciate y'all hopping on here this morning. You could have been anywhere else, but you chose to be here, so I appreciate that. You always want to start by analyzing SPY. As you know, we have been choppy for a very long time at this point, So it's kind of aggravating. I've sized down just because of how choppy it has been. A lot of it has been due to, tariff news and things like that. But, what can we do about that? One thing that you can do is size down, right? So that's what I've done. Until we start to break out or come down, because really this range that we've been in since November, I mean, it's from like 575 to 610. Like, that is a huge range. So whenever it breaks either direction, it's going to be really, really big. So number one goal is always protect your capital anyway. So always make sure you do that. You say, good morning. Say you're working overtime. Oh yeah, you got to. So QQQ, oh, that's not QQ. QQQ, a little bit of the same thing. I mean, both of them are kind of at breakout points. So I mean, we're on the edge of breaking out, but we just need to catch some direction and maybe get Donald Trump to be quiet a little bit long enough for us to do it. Kind of go over PLTR. So I actually talked about this yesterday, and a lot of people banked on this yesterday in the group chat. PLTR, right? So when I'm analyzing a stock for the morning, I'm looking for two things. I'm looking for chart patterns, and I'm looking for levels. All right, I'm looking for chart patterns and I'm looking for levels. But you first have to get the overall bias for the day, and I get that from SPY QQQ. As of right now, it's hard to get a bias because we're so choppy. So I'm really open to either thing. Right now, I just wanted to take the best looking plays. And yesterday, the best looking play was PLTR. So what you're going to realize the more you trade is these things retest old levels, right? So this was a support here from early February, right? February 10th, about 2 weeks ago. What we did was we broke down, so we had to come back and retest this again, okay? And we retested and failed, and a lot of people made a lot of money here. Shout out to Keon. Keon actually hit his first 100% play off of this move. I literally gave this play step-by-step breakdown with targets and everything in the Discord, so that was pretty good. You can see here we're kind of at the same levels again, and at this point it could fall again, but I think it would probably need the overall market falling down for it to kind of fall again. This was a very strong bounce, which is to be expected because from the daily chart, I mean, it's going to start to fill the gap. So if it does start to come down again and gets a lot of momentum to the downside, maybe we could look for some PLTR puts. But you just want to be cautious, right? Because they bought that thing up yesterday. So PLTR looks decent. Let's go back to the 4 hour just to look here. One thing that does look good, look at NVIDIA. All right. So shout out to the group again, man. We caught NVIDIA down here. Actually had grabbed shares down here when I seen this bullish divergence. So I got in NVIDIA around 112. So I was really in at the bottom, right? So I really caught the bottom of NVIDIA. The shares are up over 20% already. So NVIDIA now though. Remember I said I'm looking for patterns and levels. This is a pattern that you guys are gonna see me talk about all the time. You know what I'm saying? All the time. If you follow me for any amount of time, you've seen me talk about this pattern right here called the bull flag pattern. The bull flag pattern is a continuation pattern that tells you that a stock is more than likely to continue upward. So Nvidia is trying to break out of this. So Nvidia has a good chance today to push upward. Now the problem with this play is going to be the overall market. We know that the market has been choppy. So this could, it could be a fake out just because of the overall market, but I think it still looks good and it definitely should be on your radar. Once you take a look here, I did have a level at 142. Now this was where the gap filled. So we have already filled the gap, so I will take that off. Now, relative to where we are now, so this is a secret. This is a secret that you only finna get right here. What I'm gonna tell you. Nobody else gonna tell you this. You make levels more powerful, number one, by trading with overall market. But number two, a lot of people have trouble with it. Be like, okay, well, where do you get in when you see a pattern breakout? So it's a couple different ways you can get in on the breakout itself, right? On the breakout of trend line, or you can find a local level, which I like to call it a local level, that corresponds with the breakout. So what does that mean? That means finding a level close to the breakout here that maybe that Nvidia has formed. And Nvidia really doesn't have one. Sometimes you will see a super clear resistance like around here inside of the pattern. Nvidia really doesn't have that, unfortunately. So Nvidia can really run, in my opinion. So what I would do, I would come back here and see if I can find a level that was tough before, and looks like I found it already. Right here, right here, right here, right there. Then it tried to turn it, well, didn't really turn it to a support right there, fell straight through. But this line right here, 141.87. So that's might be a place to kind of watch out for. That's still like $1 away, so Nvidia could be a really good play today. 141.87 is a old resistance, and after that, I probably would target the high of this pattern right here, right, which is around 143.44. So target here could be 141.87, another target 143. I mean, then after that point, you probably wouldn't get more than that today, to be honest with you. If you get this, market has been choppy, so who knows? Let's see. Say you made $80 on Palantir yesterday. You bought it for $2. Oh man, that's crazy. Yeah, you made some crazy gains. Miss Mill, how you doing? So you shared that level on the video with some friends. They were, oh yeah, that's amazing. And that's really the best part. Like, I swear, when you start talking about investments and stuff with your friends, they'll think you're a magician. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they don't really know about trading a whole lot, and you'll be like, hey, buy it when it gets down here. It's a lot easier to tell somebody when to buy when something is low than when it's high. So a lot of times I tell my friends, I be like, hey, look, if this touches this spot right here, make sure you get in. You know what I'm saying? And they'll look at you like you're a magician. So yeah, congrats to you and your friends on that one. That was perfect. Say ODTE. No. And let me tell you why. So I'm not gonna do ODTEs right now until we start like really breaking out. And let me tell you why. The market has been too choppy. All right. I would hate for me to play a breakout and for me to get in a lot of money into an ODTE, which you're not supposed to get into a lot of money into ODTEs anyway, but I hate for me to do that and get chopped, right? Choppiness is gonna kill your 0 day. I would go next week. That's what I would suggest. I can't suggest 0 days right now. Even though I love 0 days, I just can't suggest them right now. AMD not really doing nothing here. I mean, it's not doing anything. I don't know what to tell y'all about it right now. I really wish it would drop down some more so I can get some more shares of AMD. That's what I really want. So I don't know. AMD not on my radar. Apple not on my radar either. Tesla. Tesla's interesting. So same scenario. What did I say? I'm looking for levels and I'm looking for patterns. Look at this level right here. Previous resistance turned into support. And now looking like it's trying to turn into a resistance again, maybe. Right? So we do have a few rejections off of that. Now, what's the play? A play could be, and disclaimer, I should have said this earlier. Disclaimer, it's not financial advice, all that good stuff. This is just what I'm looking for. It could fall. It could fall. You need to get under 348. You kind of see here on the smaller. So let's talk about the 4 hour first. 4 hour, we're retesting these levels and we've been rejecting from it. Okay, cool. If this does not get above here, and keyword and if the market starts to fall, this could be a play to the downside. Okay. Now, where could it really start to fall? We do the same exact thing that we did for upside. We found a level that corresponds with that. What level corresponds with this? If you look right here, for Tesla, it has held support on a smaller level right here. And something else that I should have told y'all earlier, make sure that I'm gonna give y'all a lot of game. You hop on here, man, you're gonna get some game. Make sure that you label your levels. I should have told y'all that earlier. Label your levels so you know what time frame it comes from. That's important because each time frame has a significance. A level that you find on the 4 hour is going to be a lot stronger than the level that you find on the 1 minute. All right. So Tesla does have a chance to fall. This was the retest of the previous resistance. And we've been failing it. So if it does so happen to fall and the overall market rejects again, you could possibly look for Tesla puts under 348. Okay. You could possibly look for that. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to set me an alert. I'm going to set an alert. Because if it does fall and it gets under that, that can be really good. And me personally, I'm not going to miss it. I'm not going to miss it. So what I'm finna do is I'm trying to set an alert here. On Tesla for, what is that, 348. 348 for downside. Now, where can they have some upside? It could have some upside if you start to break out above here again, right? So it needs to get above 364, 365, something like that. So, I mean, you could do both. But what do you do when it's in between? In between here, you do nothing, all right? You know the next major move won't happen until here or here. So in between this, you leave it alone or you're going to lose your money. Simple as that. All right, cool. Cool. DIA, not really interested in. Not interested. Meta, not interested. Snow, it's a cup and handle pattern, but have earnings coming up. Microsoft, this is one that I like, and I'm mad because I did not buy this the other day. I actually pointed this out, and I forgot to post in my chat. I pointed this out the other day, and I did not post in the chat. I forgot, and it ended up playing out. Bullish divergence, right? So stop price lower lows, RSI higher lows, at a support, right? So this is a daily level of support. You can see it. This has been a support since January 2024. So over a year, Microsoft has really just been in a huge range. All right. So bullish divergence, what you're looking for is the big up move pretty much, right? So as of right now, though, if we look at it, if Microsoft is going to continue upward, the question is, where is it going to continue upward if it does happen to do so? And how do you do that? How do you find that? You look at where's your next level. So relative to where we are now, really is probably really around 420. So maybe you could possibly catch some momentum on Microsoft. Maybe you could possibly catch some momentum if you want to be risky. You could say 419. To be risky, you say 419, right? So right around 419 if you want to be risky. Just know that you do got a little rejection up here at 420, which is like $1, so that's cool. But why is this a decent play to watch? It all comes from the larger time frame. On the larger time frame, we have a play here, right? So you may think that it has already played out, but this is only 1 or 2 candles. All right. If it starts breaking the levels to the upside, it's going to continue to go up. And how far can it go? You have here. Make sure that's not a gap first. Is that a gap? Actually is a gap. So you actually have a gap from 422 all the way up to 440. So if this thing starts running, it's probably gonna go. So it has a gap from 422 to 440. That's like $20 already. All right. So it does have room to run. You got a lot of room to run, but it has to get above 419 and then needs to crack that 420, 421. You said rejected yesterday. Yep, it did. Right? So what are you looking for? You're looking for it to maybe not reject today. Or if you want to play a rejection, you can do that. That's the beauty of it. You can play it both ways. Now, if you was looking for an entry, what would an entry look like? An entry would look a little something like this for me. All right, and I'll give y'all another piece of game. Hey man, ain't nobody else gonna give y'all this stuff right here. I'll give y'all another piece of game. How do you enter this? I have 2 methods of entry. All right, I'm gonna give y'all this. I'm gonna give it to y'all. I got 2 methods of entry. Number 1 is the break and retest. So what does that look like? Exactly what it sounds like. You want to see it break the level, come back down, for you to take it back to the upside. All right. Now the key is what happens at the level, because it could come down and go straight through. So I'll let you guys figure that out. What do you need to see to let you know that that it has a likelihood to continue upward? I'll let you go on a scavenger hunt for that one, because I've gave that answer plenty of times. Now another thing that you could see is it do this. It could shoot up, go through the level, and what you could see is a pattern of some sort, right? So you see that a lot of times. You'll see that a lot of times where it will blast through, and it won't give you a retest, but it will give you a pattern above it. Okay, and then from that point, you're just taking the pattern break entry. You want to see like some volume and strong candles, things of that nature. And you already know that to the upside here. Let's see if we can do it on the 15. You already know that to the upside, you're looking for, what was that, around 420. And then you already know that your gap is going to start where? Upside, the gap starts here. The gap starts there. You know what I'm saying? So that's literally the only 2 ways that I enter. Look for a break and retest, or I'm looking for some type of pattern. Got it? Let's see. You say you use different colors for different levels. Yep, that can work too. That can work too. So you keep sharing YouTube. Oh yeah, I appreciate that, Miss Mill. I definitely appreciate it. I definitely appreciate it. I see y'all putting some stocks in there. We'll look at that after we go through the list, right? So, as of right now, Microsoft looks decent. Palantir looks decent. They're cool. Let's see what else looks okay here. Uber, this is one that I want to talk about. Uber looks good to me. All right, so Uber, this can be a really good play today. Uber right here Remember, what did I say I'm looking for? I'm looking for the patterns, or I'm looking for levels. Now, could this reject? Yes, it could. But I'm going with the overall market. The overall market has been more so bullish than anything, right? So all the dips keep getting bought right now. So I'm staying on the side of bullish. If Uber was to go, look at what you have here. Where is Uber at right now? Uber's at 81.65. So you see, I already got the level planned out for you. 81.92. So right around 82. Look at this. Where am I going back to? I'm going back to last year. When you're trading, all you're using is past data to determine what may happen in the future. All right. So previously, rejection, rejection, rejection. This was a rejection. I don't know if this was news or what, but another rejection the other day. Now, two things can happen. Number one, we could reject again. Cool. If we break out to the upside, this is going to be a really good play. Okay? 81.92. The next level above that, you don't have one really. The all-time high is 87. You know? Let's see if I could come down maybe on a smaller time frame and find something. Maybe. So Uber is definitely on high watch for me today. I mean, you got nothing but room on Uber. I love it above that 81.92. 81.92, 82, around that area. Uber should go. Uber should definitely go. This might even... Is this forming another pattern? This might even be forming another pattern that I like. Maybe. Could be trying to form a little bit of a ascending triangle pattern. Alright? Possibly. But it needs to break 81.92. So Uber above 81.92 or 82 is going to be close. But Uber above that, I do expect it to go. But as always, you don't get into a stock just because it hits a number. Let me keep telling y'all this, and once again, it's not financial advice. This is what I'm looking at. It could reject and come all the way down. I don't know. All right? But what you would be looking for is your methods of entry. One of them is it for it to break above and give you some type of pattern. Okay? For it to break above and give you some type of pattern. That's one. What is the other one? The break and retest. Alright, look for it to break, come back down, retest, and for you to take it upward. And once again, I wouldn't look for no 0 days. The market too choppy for 0 days, in my opinion. I wouldn't be looking for 0 days. That's just me. Market too risky right now for 0 days. So yeah, Uber looks good to me. Once again, I'm setting an alert. Alert on Uber. UBER. Setting my alert for 81.92. Cool. Alert set. And at this point, all we gotta do is wait for it to see if it goes off or not. If it does, cool. Let's see if we can play ball. If not, oh well. You know, you move on. Alright. PayPal. I talked about that last week. So I've been talking about this for a little minute too. PayPal actually, this might get pretty interesting. Could we be forming a head and shoulders? I'm sorry, an inverse head and shoulders. Could we be forming an inverse head and shoulders? We'll see. This could be a good play too, but I ain't gonna say too much about that one. I've been talking about that for a minute. XYZ, this is blocked. So they're down quite a bit. They did have earnings on yesterday. So they've fallen. So this has made it reject. So on a larger time frame, weekly chart, this is a inverse head and shoulders, but at this point it's rejected. So you know, didn't hold it as of right now. Didn't hold it. SRP. All right, yeah. So we at the beginning of it now. That's really my main watch list. So you guys can see, I really didn't have a whole lot. I do really like Uber. I do like Microsoft. Um, those two look pretty decent. Uber is probably number one, and number two and number three is probably gonna be Nvidia. Nvidia, I would say number two. Microsoft number three. That was probably my favorite three stocks. It's my favorite three. So now I kind of look at some stuff that I know has been kind of strong lately. Oh, I should have sworn that. Oh, dang, I should have sworn that. Okay. Jesus Christ, it's gonna take off. I knew I should have gotten that yesterday. All right, so this stock right here, I don't know what they do. I don't know. This is just a straight momentum play, right? So this stock has had a lot of momentum lately. And what I've seen yesterday is that it was about to break, right? Just a little bit of this counter trend. So it came and pulled back down here where it needed to, and it's trying to break again. So, I mean, it's kind of, it might be gone. So it might be gone at this point. It might be gone. All right. Datadog, they must have fell on earnings or something. I did map out a little game plan, but of course I missed the whole play, so would have made some money on that, but I missed the entry. Datadog, let's see, where's the 200? Probably need to reclaim 200 first before anything. I wouldn't mess with it right now. Nike. Oh, that's crazy. I just seen Nike down here. That's crazy. I mean, it's cool. Nike is cool. I probably wouldn't play it right now. I mean, it's kind of already bounced. It's bounced about $10, so you're a little late to the party if you're not already in my opinion. You're a little late to the party. Intel. Intel is one that has been pretty strong lately. Let's see. Do they have any type of pattern? Not really right now. Looks like doesn't really look like too much at the moment. Yeah, don't look like it's ready. Don't look like it's ready in my opinion. Intel. Let's see. What else do we have? We ain't got a whole lot, man. ANET, let's see. Yeah, y'all drop some tickers, man. Let's see what we got. ANET. Let's look at it from the daily chart. Here's a support right here. Right around here is a support. Around 98. It's not there yet, but it did have like a hammer. A little bit of a hammer here yesterday. Probably not something I would play. I think the play might be if you can catch it down here. That probably would be good. That might be good if you catch it down there. Not something I would focus on though. Not right now. Oh, that's ANET. Okay, cool. Caterpillar. What are they talking about? Caterpillar. Okay. Now this one, this might actually be good. Who put Caterpillar in there? Daryl Stevens, shout out to you. This one might actually be kind of nice. Look at Caterpillar. What is this? That's some bullish divergence. All right, so it looks like it might have a little bit of bullish divergence right here. But the question is, what are you looking for on a bullish divergence? I say it might need to break 356, or if you're trying to get a low entry, you will want to see a bullish hammer down here somewhere, right? So you either want to see like a bullish engulfing up here or a bullish hammer. That probably would be your that would be my entry probably to take it long back to the upside. Yeah, it needs to break 356, close to 357, or give you some type of bullish hammer down here. So that, oh yeah, that's nice. That is nice. I appreciate you putting that in there. That's gonna be on my radar. Caterpillar. Let me go ahead and write that down, or put it in my notes at least. Caterpillar possibly has bullish divergence. That's a nice find. Nice. Bullish divergence. That might pop. But what makes it even better though is if it has some type of level, and it's not really a clear level that it's at right now. Not a super clear level. I can definitely see somebody. They did take off from here last time. You know, that it's not bad. I'd love to see a bullish hammer right here though. I'd love to see a bullish hammer right there. Then you got a 200 right here too. So, you know, I probably want to see a bullish hammer right here, but it doesn't look bad. Doesn't look bad. Actually looks pretty good. That's a nice find. Shout out to you. Let's see. You did also have Adobe. Adobe on a daily. This actually kind of looks like. See, I already had some levels. I had these levels a while ago. I haven't looked at Adobe in a minute. Actually does kind of look like a inverse head and shoulders, maybe. It's like it's kind of coming down and retesting. So what I look for, same thing, daily chart. I would look for like a hammer here, or for it to break 365. I think if it breaks 365, it could be good, or give you kind of like a candle like this. Now, this is why it's important to understand that this is a game of probability, because if I would have saw this definitely would have been an entry for me, right? You can see here it has came back down, but I mean, it's still holding. It's like a break and retest right now. All right, so you just gotta be patient and see what it does. So yeah, Adobe looks decent. I like Cat better, but Pep. Pep might. I probably wouldn't be watching it. It doesn't look bad, but probably not something I'd be watching right now. Not something that would be on my radar. MCD. This looks okay. A nice bullish hammer on a daily. Looks alright. Doesn't really have a clear level right now, so I probably wouldn't watch it, but looks alright. VRT. It's at the 200. That's decent. At the 200 and at a support. That's pretty good. It looks okay. I think as long as you're holding this, you're fine. If it breaks under here, you'll be in trouble. VRT actually looks pretty good. Um, Probably won't get no movement until you break this though, right? So you need to break that. Probably need to get above like still a little bit away. Definitely to get above like 110, 111 for sure. You need to get above that. Say, can you see divergence with just price action or the indicator confirms it? Yep, the indicator confirms it. That's a great question. That's a great question. Yep, the indicator. What's up, Dre? The indicator confirms it because you need that indicator to give you like that opposite, that opposite effect. So here, you really wouldn't be able to tell with just this without this, right? So you do need the indicator. That's a good question. TEM. I think that's the stock that Pelosi was messing with or whatever. And I talked about this one I think Sunday. But I was like, it's running hot. Probably needs to cool off a little bit. Would love to see like a bull flag pattern and look like it is trying to cool off a little bit. So let it cool off some. Let it cool off. ABBV. They been running. I'm not sure. Probably not something I would watch, in my opinion. Not something that I'd be watching, honestly. It was decent, but probably not something that would be on my radar. CELH. So this one blasted, man. I kind of stopped watching this one because it had bullish divergence, but I stopped watching it after it started to break down here. Now, I don't know if it had news or something, but it is at 34 right now. So to see that, we have to come to the 4 hour. Could this squeeze? So this is a level that I've actually had right here. I've had these levels on CELH for a minute. I tried to trade CELH last like July or something like that, and it didn't work for me. So I lost a trade on CELH last summer, but it looks like, I got a level right here at 35.68. This is definitely a bull flag or something like it. Huh. Could see CELH squeeze. Could we see a squeeze on CELH? We could see that. Alright, I might put a little. I'll probably have that on my little side watch there. CELH. Alright, I'm gonna be on for like 5 more minutes because I'm gonna get ready to get ready to do my thing. But let's see. WNT and SMCI. These gonna be the last two here. Alright, because I gotta get ready to do my own trades, you know what I'm saying? But I give you guys plenty of game, man. If you guys have enjoyed this, let me know in the comments. Drop in the comments if this has been helpful, and I'll keep doing this every Friday. Let me know. Well, I won't be able to do it for too many more Fridays because my schedule's about to change, but I'll do it as much as I can. I might have to switch to like Tuesday or Wednesday, but let me know if this has been helpful for y'all. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, and also look at the if you look at my description, if you click on my name, you can join the free version of my Discord. That's where I send a lot of free plays, or if you want to do premium, you can do that as well, but you don't have to. I give a lot of free game. All right, so SMCI. I didn't talk about WMT. WMT. I think it had earnings or something, right? 200's way down here. Probably could look for it to retest 96. 96 might be a nice bounce spot, maybe. Just because that was the old resistance right there. So 96 could be a good bounce, possibly. Break and retest. Let's see. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to y'all. I appreciate that, y'all. Fab, Pascal, Miss Nancy, Neon, Miss Michelle, how you doing? Yep. So 96 could possibly be a buy the dip opportunity for a break and retest, possibly. I have to look at. I don't know what the earnings was. I have to kind of look at that too. But I'll give y'all this. This is a play that I do like. I'll give y'all this right here. This is one that I'm actually watching right now. Affirm. Simple. This is a break and retest, all right? So it broke around here. So around here, this was a clear resistance. Broke it. Now we're coming back down to retesting it, right? So it could possibly be a really good trade on a firm to maybe take it to the upside. I think they just had some news about a partnership with somebody. They just had some news about a partnership that came out yesterday as well. So definitely, I'm watching out for that. If I could catch it closer to 73 again, I think I'd probably take a chance on it. So yeah, that's what I got for today, man. I hope this was super informative. Once again, if you guys make sure you like, comment, subscribe on this. Join the free Discord if you want to. I appreciate y'all, man. I'll see y'all in the next one.